Alright, I let you know yesterday that we are going to finish solving systems of equations by graphing. We're actually going to learn how to do it on the calculator as well as what we just did, but we're also going to write word problems with there. And the reason we're doing it on the calculator instead of by graphing it by hand now is because you're going to get some with word problems that are huge numbers. Okay, so we're writing on page 65. There's the title. You're going to need your calculator. You're going to need all 5 highlighters. That's all 5 of these colors. We will be using them all. Okay. So go ahead and, if you have a foldable, fold it in half. If you don't, write on page 65. Okay, so we're creating systems of equations and we're going to solve by graphing, but we're going to graph on the calculator. It's going to tell us where the intersection point is. All right, problem 1. Video streaming service, that should say a video streaming service, charges $10 for membership and $1 for each movie download. Blitz Video, which is another company, charges $15 for a membership and 50 cents per movie download. How many movies would you need to download for the services to be identical, and what is that cost? So we're going to start with a green highlighter. The first video streaming service charges $10 for a membership. So we're going to write that right here. $10 for a membership. And that means we're going to have a plus. Orange. $1 for each movie download. Each being the key word there. Each means it's going to get the variable, so we're going to put plus 1x. Okay. Now, this is going to be y equals the end of the sentence. We're done with that equation. The next one, y equals Blitz Video charges $15 for a membership, so we're going to use pink. So 15, and so plus 50 cents per movie download. So we had each up here, we have per right here. That means that gets the variable. So 0.5x, or you could put 0.50x, whatever. All right. Now, with the yellow, we're going to highlight the question. How many movies would you need to download for the services to have identical cost? And then what is that cost? Okay. We're going to use our calculator to solve this because while this one isn't too bad, this one isn't as bad as some of the others because we could have just graphed, put a point on 10 and gone up 1 over 1. And on this one, put a point on 15 and go up 1 over 2 because it's a half actually. This one's not bad, but some of them get really bad. So I'm going to show you how to do it on the calculator, but there's also steps written right here. So the first thing we're going to do is press y equals, which we've been doing over and over and over again. Type the 2 equations in. So in y1, I'm going to put 10 plus 1x. I'm going to go down to the second y2 and put 15 plus 0.5x. Okay, so that's the first step. Press y equals, type in the 2 equations. Then it says select zoom 0. The reason you have to do that is you need to make sure it's actually in the right, the window is big enough. So we're going to press zoom 0. There it is. Here's where they're going to intersect. There's our intersection point. However, I can't really see that. So what I'm going to do is press second, trace, then 5, and then I'm going to press enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Our intersection is right here. That is our solution. So our solution is 10, 20. See, it shows you down here in the foldable what it is. Okay, now let's answer the question. How many movies would you need to download for the services to have identical cost? You would need to download 10 movies, and that cost is $20. There we go. We have answered the question. Let's open this up. We're going to write the equations for 2, solve it, write a sentence. And then 3, which you're going to do on your own. So problem 2, we're going to have 2 systems. One cable provider has an $60 setup fee. $60 and so plus, and charges $80 per month per, meaning it's going to get the variable 80x, and I'm using x instead of month because I'm going to have to type it in the calculator as x. Okay. Another cable provider has a $160 equipment fee. That's expensive. And so plus, charges $70 per month per, again, it's the variable. So while it seems like this one is awful because they charge $160 to start off, it's really going to depend on how long you keep or want to keep that company, the cable. Okay, we are going to use our calculator to find the intersection and then discuss how many months it will take for the 2 companies to be identical and what the cost will be at that point. So to go back through the steps, we press y equals. We're going to clear both of these out. Well, okay, sorry, y equals. Then we're going to go ahead and type this in, 60 plus 80x. This is one of the ones why we want a calculator. You're not going to want to put 60 and then go up 80 over 1. Okay, and then 160 either. So 160 plus 70x. By the way, you can check your answers to all of the graphs you've done before by graphing in this way. All right, then we press zoom, 0. See, it shows me the intersection, which is really hard to read now. Then we're going to press second, trace, 5. Your calculator, if you're using a school one, you have to wait sometimes so it'll load. Then press enter 1, 2, 3 times where it'll say intersection. Okay, so this intersection is 10,860. How many months will it take for the 2 companies to be identical? The 2 companies will have identical costs after 10 months. That cost is $860. So that's how much cable would have cost you after 10 months, which of course is the combined total. You're not paying $860 a month or anything. But. Okay, so you're pausing the video and trying problem number 3. I'm going to go ahead and get started though. Problem number 3. The Baker family is deciding between 2 lawn care companies. So y equals. Green Lawn charges a $49 startup fee. 49 plus 29 per month. 29x because it says per. Yard Guard here charges a $25 startup fee plus 37 a month. Okay. So now we're going to go back through, solve it. We don't have questions, but we're answering the same questions here. So let's go ahead and press y equals. Clear these out and solve it. So 49 plus 29x. Then go down. 25 plus 37x. Okay, then if you remember, we press zoom 0 so that it actually will show us the intersection. There it is. Then we're going to press second, trace, 5, and then enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Our intersection is 3, 136. By the way, I forgot to change this. It should say what do the x and y, not what does the x and y, since it's and. Okay, 3,136. So both companies after 3 months will charge $136. Okay, so you have on your homework from the other day some word problems. Those are the ones you need to finish. Okay, go ahead and take this, glue this in on 65, and then you're going to start those problems. Finish 11.1 homework is what you're going to do, and turn it in. We will do another type of systems, solving systems, later. That's what's coming next. So you got this glued in on 65. So go ahead and finish your homework that goes with that.